I'm your host, Dee Dee, aka Laura, and we are on, I believe, day 4 of our Walk the Square chat. So hopefully, we'll have some visitors today to the chat area and get some good conversations of some kind going. It is raining here, coming down pretty drizzly. Let's see if I can show you what the skies look like today. Very overcast, lots of rain overnight. And I guess it's going to continue for a few days. They said lots of chance of rain and not much accumulation, which is good because that means my toilet won't get clogged. And that makes me happy because a clogged toilet is no joke. So, how am I walking in this wet grass? I will show you. I got my waterproof shoes on, y'all. Waterproof shoes. That's the answer. Don't stop your walking. Just dress appropriately for it. That's all. Now, I'm not one to walk in the middle of winter. I'm sorry. I don't enjoy freezing. I don't enjoy sweating all that much either, but I would prefer that to freezing. So, walking I shall do in most climates and situations because I need to. And walking is healthy. And I actually dropped down from like the mid to high 180s down to the lower 180s on my scale, which I'm not sure how accurate it is, but it says 181 today, so not too shabby. I'm happy with that. I'm always happy when I see 180, 181. When I start seeing it 182 and on up, then I get a little bit nervous about that. So yeah, I'm in the lower 180s. So yay. I did work out big time yesterday with my exercises too, not just walked. I also did some bicep curls, some tricep extensions, some flyaways, some back exercise. It is on your shoulder blades. That's how. Sorry, I already told you you do the things where you lean back on your hands and lift your foot up one at a time. I did those and I did some marches. Oh my gosh, that bird is absolutely obnoxious. Yeah? What do you got to say about it? Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Ay, ay, ay. I don't even know what kind of bird that is, but it runs like a road runner. It just squawks and then runs and squawks and runs. And makes a lot of noise. Anyway, there are some bird chirps that I enjoy hearing. That is not one of them. That one always sounds like it's complaining. I can do it for myself. Anyway, the air is nice today, y'all. The tree pollen is moderate. The grass pollen is low. The other pollen in the air apparently is low. So it's a good day to walk, especially if you have breathing issues. Stick to the moderate to low pollen days. And that's a good idea. I know when the pollen is high on the trees, oh, I can barely breathe trying to walk. That's been the last few days. So, very happy for the nice lower pollen day today that we get. I have not eaten my breakfast yet. I'm kind of leaning towards protein shake and maybe some toast. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to eat eggs every day. I don't know if I'm afraid of the cholesterol or if I just get bored with eggs. I'm not sure. And I have decided that I will not be eating beef unless it is organic, grass fed. Because every time I skimp a little because something's on sale or, those last minute things where they got to get rid of meat and stuff, every time I eat that kind of ground beef, gosh, I feel sick. Like just flu-ish. Like I'm just going to stay in bed all day for like several days till I can breathe freely again and function. So there's something about that, about the organic and the grass-fed. I just don't do well with grain-fed animals. to eat them. So I won't be eating grain fed again. Lesson learned. Also, I've been kind of studying up on carb requirements, protein requirements, and everything I've read, all the different calculators I've tried, do say to put my protein like up in the hundreds. And the carbs, however, they say to have higher carbs, like in the hundreds, even if you're trying to lose weight, because I work out and stuff, which I don't think my doctor has taken that into account, my weight loss doctor. I see two different doctors. I have my main doctor and I have my weight loss clinic I go to. And the weight loss clinic doctor is a bariatric surgeon. And he wants me at 60 grams of carbs a day. And I am having a heck of a time doing that, guys. I can't get him down to 60 grams of carbs. Because he's including vegetables and fruits in that. How do you do that? I like vegetables. I don't know. And I don't think it should count because it's fiber anyways, but maybe I'm wrong. Some vegetables can actually inflame you too. You guys have heard of the nightshades probably. Tomatoes, I think mushrooms are on there, eggplant, that sort of thing. Nightshade vegetables. Not supposed to eat those, they're not supposed to be healthy for you, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if I believe that. I like mushrooms a lot. Eggplant, can take it or leave it. It's one of those things. Tomatoes, every time I eat any type of tomato, I get these little pimple things inside my mouth. So I'm assuming it's the acid. Or just because it's a nightshade vegetable. Not honestly sure. Look at these puddles, y'all. This is what I'm navigating here, just so you know. This is my driveway. Ain't that fun? Yeah. I'm walking up along the side where there's no water. Trying not to get my feet wet. And I definitely do not want to get my pants wet. I got my pajama pants on today. I'm looking all stylish today. Let me show you this little getup I have on. Here. Ain't that pretty? I got my flowery shirt on. My flowery boho pants. Yeah, I'm looking all cool today. You can't really see it with my coat on. There we go, see? Oh, we're going to talk about a controversial topic on the next square coming up here. We're through the first square, y'all. We're going to talk about this controversial topic because I have my feed, that pops up on my phone all the time to go around all this water. My yard's a hot mess, too. When it rains, my ground is already saturated, so I get tons of flooding. And let me show you this. That's a puddle right there in my car. Puddle, deep puddles. That's what happens when it rains on my property. This is all puddle here. Ugh. And over there, more puddle. Always fun. Floody. Okay. It's not cold. It's rainy. Mad money. I'm in Illinois. Okay, so square number 2. Controversial topic. Okay, so on my feed, a couple different controversial topics. I'm going to talk about both of them. Y'all know who Lizzo is, I'm sure. Most of you. Maybe the elderly or older people don't, because you don't watch that type of secular stuff. I've watched a few of her songs and stuff. She's alright. I mean, she's not my favorite singer, and I don't really listen to secular music very much, to not at all. But I have purposely watched stuff about her because, the Christian people like to do commentaries against secular music and whatever. So I've watched a couple of Lizzo's things. So there's a picture posted of her very scantily clad, which apparently she poses for, I guess. It's her thing. And they were talking about obesity and how people are going to doctors and the doctors are saying, bad news, your cholesterol's high. Oh, sorry about that. I did not mean to do that. I was wiping off my phone. I'll give you a big old view of my face. Your cholesterol's high, your insulin is high, you have or you're heading towards diabetes, or you have diabetes. And then the doctor, when you say, oh my gosh, what do I do? You know, how do I fix it? And the doctor says, there's no fix. Just go home and eat right and avoid sugars, you know, that sort of thing. There's no way to really fix it. And just love your body. To speak, you know, speak positive things, think positive thoughts, and just, you know, have a good mindset. And just accept yourself the way you are. Fat is okay. Fat is fabulous. You know, that kind of thing. And this doctor that's doing this video, I think it was on TikTok that I saw it. He says, I'm not saying you should shame yourself by any means. What I am saying is be aware that if you don't do something about your health, obesity can lead to diabetes. And I'm not talking about diabetes you're born with. I'm talking about diabetes you acquire because you didn't take care of your body on the earth. And it can end up with diabetes, heart problems, kidney issues, liver disease. I already have fatty liver. That's another reason I'm out walking every day. I want to reverse my fatty liver because liver's not supposed to have a bunch of fat on it. Anyway, which is why I also would like to cut down on beef, because beef is a fattier meat. Now I know the keto people be screaming at me, you need fat. Fat's going to help you lose the weight. It may help me lose the weight, but it is what gave me the fatty liver to begin with. I didn't have a fatty liver before I tried keto. So, pretty convinced that all the meat eating I was doing and all the fat eating I was doing are responsible for having the fatty liver. Anyways, so yeah, there was that thing that the guy posted on, or whoever posted, of the doctor talking about how doctors just tell you, oh, you know, don't fat shame yourself. Be positive. It's okay to be fat. It's okay to be fat if you want to suffer. Hi, Kaknin. I can't pronounce your Kiskden. Yeah, Kiskden. I wish you guys would like make names that actually could be pronounced. I'll just call you Kay. Hi, Kay. What is this new thing about said hi? Why do people have that near their name? Like if I popped in Delusion Dispeller and it'll say said hi. That's just weird to me. Alright, anyway. A lot of things in life don't make sense to me. Yeah, if your doctor tells you that, oh, just love yourself and there's nothing to be ashamed of. You shouldn't be ashamed, no. But if your doctor's telling you you're heading towards high cholesterol, liver problems, I don't want visitors from YouTube. So yeah, you need to listen carefully of what he's telling you, or she, if it's a girl doctor, female doctor, and do something about it. Oh my gosh, I have fatty liver disease. Well, bummer, I guess everybody dies of something. No, that's not the attitude I had. I immediately was like, what can I do to fix it? Well, just eat healthy. What does that look like? So I went to the weight loss clinic. They're talking about metformin at this point, and I'm really leaning towards maybe taking it if I can't get this weight off myself. Because I really would like to get this weight off and be a healthier weight and reverse this fatty liver disorder that I have. I don't want to die of liver disease. I don't want to die of any disease. I want to close my eyes and fall asleep. That's how I want to pass on. You know, absent from the body, present with the Lord. That's what I want. I don't want laying in the body, struggling, crying, screaming in pain, taking all kinds of drugs to numb me out so I don't feel the pain that my liver is shutting down. No, I don't want to go through that. Do you? Any people out there that are obese, do you want to wreath in pain in your last days in a hospital bed where nobody can take care of your pain? No, I don't think you do. So get up off the couch, put on your walking shoes, get hoofing it, even if it's just for a few minutes. And when you're done with that, set certain days aside and lift dumbbells. Get yourself a set of dumbbells, a few sets, different weights, progressive overload. That's what that's called. Start with the 2 pounders. And then add on some 5 pounders when you got the 2 pounders mastered pretty good. You can always drop down and weight anyway. Oh my goodness. I think you need to behave yourself in my room or don't come in. Don't call me names. That's juvenile and childish. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, just add on some weights. Start with the lower weight, add on a little bit heavier and heavier, and get your arms and legs, working. If you can't, then, always check with your doctor first. Disclaimer, disclaimer. Don't do it without checking with your doctor. Make sure it's safe for you to lift dumbbells and walk and stuff like that. But most people can at least walk. Anyway, don't just sit there when somebody gives you what is essentially an ultimate death sentence and do nothing about it and say, oh, I don't care. Fat shaming. I don't want to fat shame myself or anybody else. No, don't fat shame. Fat awareness. That's what it's called. Okay, next. There was another picture that popped up on my feed this morning. A lady breastfeeding her child in public. This was a lady of color, a black lady, in case anybody wants me to just say it like it is and doesn't get offended by every word that comes out of everybody's mouth describing somebody's physical appearance. Because I've got nothing against any people as far as color or anything else. I have something against people that have nasty attitudes, black, white, yellow, whatever color you are. And everybody is like that, from different cultures. Not everybody, but people are like that from different cultures. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. Some are nice people, some are not. Just life. Oh, look at my neighbor's beautiful flowers that she planted. They're finally blooming. So gorgeous. Such a nice thing to see walking up my pathway. She's a good gardener. She's got other ones planted here too, other bushes and stuff that will bloom into pretty flowers on the property. I love it. I wish I knew how to do all that. Anyway, so the lady was breastfeeding her child in public. There were a couple comments made. Of course, people had a fit because she was showing off her chest, which, yeah, I had a comment about that. I don't have an issue with the breastfeeding, but I would cover up, and I think people should. I don't think your chest, not just in breastfeeding, but in general, should be shown to everybody. Show it to your husband. Show it to, your family. Don't be showing it off to the whole entire world. Everybody does not want to see your private areas. They're private and called private for a reason. Keep them private. That's my theory on that. Hi, Rosie girl. Hi, Rosie kitten. I haven't seen you all night. You're probably soaking wet. Come on, let's get you some food. Come on, baby girl. Let's get you some food. All right. There you go, Rosie kitten. Go get some food. All right, I didn't want the other cats coming out, and I can't sit down because everything's wet. Okay, anyhow. So that's the first comment I have to make on that. The thing is, people were saying, well, that's a toddler she's nursing. That's not even a baby. Who cares? I nursed my eldest daughter till she was 3 years old. She's an office administrator. She didn't turn out bad from it. But yeah, I think you should cover up, and people are putting in the comments, well, you eat with your head covered then. I did. I used to go to restaurants, cover up my head and the baby, and breastfeed. Definitely. Privacy. It's like a little tent for them so that they're not distracted by all the other outward sounds. Plus, my kids bit. You know what it feels like to get bit in there? Yeah, it's not fun. Even with gums, it's not fun. They can clamp down pretty hard. So, yeah, cover up. I don't have an issue with you breastfeeding in public. No, I would not be okay with somebody walking over to somebody and saying, would you like to come to the back room where there's more privacy? No, I want to sit in my bench where I'm about to eat my food. I don't want to go to the back room. What the heck? No, I don't think it's anything that should be privatized in that sense. But having your whole top of your chest out there, yeah, that's not appropriate. My opinion, only my opinion. It might not be yours. Whatever. Have your own opinion. This world wasn't made for me anyway, so I don't expect it to follow anything that makes me comfortable. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to give my opinion, because I can do that, and I did. So yeah, that was the two things that caught my eye this morning. I am now home. Nobody is chatting, so I'm guessing it's time to close this out. I may or may not walk after dinner again like I did yesterday. That would be around 5-ish o'clock, 4 5 o'clock, something like that. So if I'm on, tune in. If it's something that you enjoy, pass it on to your friends. I just banter for like however long it takes me to walk 2 squares on my property, and then I head on with my merry life. So today on tap, got a therapy appointment, and later on a chiropractor appointment, both for my hubby. So that's what I'm up to. What are you guys doing today? Leave me a comment. Let me know where you are coming in from and anything about you that you want to tell me. You don't have to tell me your exact location, of course. I don't give mine out. But definitely just let me know how you're doing and any topics you might want to hear me discuss. Whatever. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. I'm going to head off, and thanks for hanging with me, and thanks for watching, those who will watch later. I appreciate everybody, and I will talk to you on the next Walk the Square. Oh, I'm heading off, Sweet Wheat. Unless you had something you wanted to talk to me about. I'll give you a second. Ooh, it looks like the sun's coming out, y'all. Check this out. Wow, it's starting to come out behind the trees. Can't really see, can ya, on the camera? Trust me, it's coming out. There's a big ball of sun right in my eyes. Okay. All right. Have a great one. See you next time.